Hello stock traders and investors. I hope all of you had a fantastic end of the week on Friday. On Friday I had a really good day. I had a 1.79% gain, and if you were following the top 7 and only following the top 7, you should have had a 2.35% gain, which was actually better than the gain that I personally had. Had some stocks kind of hold me down with what was going on. This last week was really pretty interesting because Monday and Friday were great, but Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday were not so great. If you are following all of the top 7 stocks month to date, you should be really close to a 24.10% gain. And year to date, my numbers are 346.13%. That is way above my 200% goal that I set at the beginning of the year. And I am looking forward to finishing above 500% this year. So I'm excited about that. So let's start with my intraday trades that I had for Friday. Friday, I intraday traded PEIX, NIO, JE, and KIRK, good old Kirk, at an average gain of 3%. And I like to use Webull for my intraday trading because I feel like they are really friendly to intraday traders. They have a lot of great runners, a lot of great things as far as market being up, which ones are up, which ones are down, and a lot of powerful tools that I like to use. So I highly recommend them if you're looking for a powerful broker. Please check them out in the description down below. You get one free stock when you sign up, and you get another free stock when you deposit money. So that is a great broker. So I need to cover my sales that I had from Friday. The first sale was SP, and I sold it for a 2.2% loss. Not great. That was an insider. It had been over 3 days, and it was just time for me to move on. The next one was FREE. I decided to sell that one, sold that for a 3.2% loss. It was really important for me to get out of that one too, so I can reinvest that money somewhere else and make more money with it. And then also sold ADMA, and this one just never really performed, and I sold it for a 1.1% loss. So 3 losses. At the end of the week, I like to cover all the stocks that were sold and get a win rate. And hopefully you enjoy this too. This is a great practice for you to be in. If you have a strategy, you take a look at all the stocks that you sold within a particular week or a particular month, and you come up with not only what the percentages are, you should be keeping track of all the percentages win or loss so that you can see the effectiveness of your strategy. And I highly recommend that you follow this too. I don't buy any stock unless there's a strategy behind it. So I'm going to cover all these really quick, and we're just going to get through all of them. The first one is HARP, sold it for a 19% gain. TACO sold for a 6.5% gain. RRR sold for a 13% gain. CRMD sold for a 0.2% gain. FBIO sold for a 7% loss. ADM sold for even. XRX sold for a 2.84% gain. VRCA sold for an 8.8% loss. NMTR sold for a 17% loss, so that one was not good. LJPC sold for a 0.5% gain. FTK sold for a 5.1% gain, and PRTY sold for a 19% gain. So out of 15 stocks sold, 9 of them were wins and 6 losses, so that was a 60% win rate. That's a little bit below my average, definitely for insiders, and almost all of those were insiders. In fact, I think all of them were insiders except for one. Usually I've been averaging right around a 70% gain, and that's really important to keep track of and see how effective your strategy is. If you have a strategy and your win rate is below 40%, and if you've followed that for a long time and you're not getting quality gains, it might be that strategy doesn't work. That's why it's so important to keep track. And the insider strategy definitely works. We got the top 7 to cover, so we're going to cover the others first. We're going to get through them kind of quick. The first one is TTOO. It finished up 0.65% today. My average in it is $1.67, and they are presenting at the Sepsis Alliance Summit in a few weeks. That is good news, definitely, so I'm expecting a nice little run up until that time, so hopefully that is what we get. The next one is KALA, and it finished down 2.27%. My average in it's $9.27. The reason why this one isn't on the top 7 is because it has an October 30th PDUFA. So that's quite a ways away, but I wanted to get in this early, and so that's why it's part of the others. The next one is CAR. This has been an insider swing play. Today it finished up 3.4%, so it did very well. My average in it's $34.48. And the reason why I like this stock is because it has $10 million of insider activity. So not only did it have a director buy insider shares, but also the Icon Group group has been really buying up shares, and so this is a great stock to own. The next one is ATO, and today it finished up 0.61%. My average in it's $99.27. I like it because it had quite a few insider purchases in it that were bullish that I like the look of, and they paid open market, so they paid the same price me or you would pay, so I'm expecting ATO to be a great stock. The next is CWH, and this has been on the list for a while, and it finished up 2.43% today. My average in it's $33.63, and the RV group continues to buy shares, and as long as they continue to buy shares, I'm in it too, so I think that's a great stock to own. The next is FBIO. This is brand new to the list. I sold it earlier and probably should have kept it. I was a little nervous about FBIOK, that is their preferred shares that had an offering, but that was not under FBIO. Anyway, I sold it, but you know, today it was really starting to move, and so I got back into it, and they don't have a PDUFA date till October 10th, but today it finished up 14.20%, so made a nice little gain on that today. My average in it's $3.64. I expect that to be a great stock for months to come. The next is ZSAN, and so this has been on the list for a while, and I really love this stock, and today it finished down 1.83%, which is not great. My average in it's $1.36, so I got a fantastic average. Hopefully you didn't miss that gigantic dip that happened on it. There was a couple of days where it dipped down in the 130s, and so I was able to take advantage of that. Hopefully you were too. I expect this stock to really climb over the next couple months, and they have an October 20th PDUFA date. The next that's not in the top 7, that's been in the top 7 a bunch, is AQST. I removed it from the top 7 just because they have a PDUFA date of September 27th, which is a little ways away. Today it finished down 1.02%. It's up in after hours, so that's really good. My average in it's $5.35, and I love this stock because they have such a high analyst target. So analyst average target is $18 a share, and there's new analysts coming out with new targets right around $30 to $35 a share. So there is so much growth that's possible on this, and they're working on Libervant, an epilepsy drug that I really hope gets approved, and I think this is going to be a huge stock for all of us. AQST is a really good one to have. If you are looking for strong strategies and you're looking for what I do and also what a lot of great traders do, we are part of a group. We have this Patreon group that's really terrific, and what I love about it is that each and every person within the group helps one another. We cheer each other on, and we talk a lot about a lot of fantastic information. For the small amount of money that it costs, you should check it out in the description down below. It's a really great thing to join, and we would love to see you there. All right, let's get to the top 7. Number 7 is Red Rock Resort. So this has been on the list for a while. Today it finished up 2.58%, which is really great. My average in it is $17.02, and the reason why I like this stock is because the Fertitta family continues to buy shares, and as long as they are buying, I like to be in it, and so I think this is a good stock to own, and it's still got a lot of room to run. Number 6 is BLNK. So BLNK finished up 3.25%, so it's starting to move up again. My average in it's $7.19, and the reason, you know, there's been some people that are bearish on this stock, and it said, oh, well, what about this or what about that, and you know, talking about even lawsuits and things like that. But insiders continue to load up. So if insiders are going to spend their own money in open market on a stock, then I believe in it enough to put my own money in it too. I think that it is an overreaction and they're playing the value on this. Anyway, up in it a little bit, and I think it will continue to move upwards because of that insider activity. All right, the next one is Safe. I love this stock, and this has been on the list a little while. And the reason why it's been on the list is because it's been 17 days in a row of insider activity. So iStar has been purchasing shares for 17 business days in a row so far. On Friday, it finished up 2.58%. My average in it's $51.93. I'm expecting this stock to double slowly over time, and it's just a really good stock to be in. Last year, it had insider activity like this that lasted for 6 months, and I'm expecting the same thing to happen again. The next is NGM, and NGM finished up 1.18%, so not a huge amount. My average in it's $19.18. And the reason why I like NGM is because they had insider activity earlier this week. Then they're also presenting phase data and a lot of different data on Saturday, which is really cool. And I'm expecting that information to be very, very good. So I think that Saturday and also on Monday, I'm expecting a big spike out of the stock because insiders wouldn't be loading up unless there was positive data to release. And so I'm looking forward to that. All right, number 3 is PEIX. On Friday, it finished up 8.95%. My average in it's $3.91, so I'm loving this stock. And Nathan Gilbert continues to load up, and as long as he's loading up. I'm going to continue to load up also. So this is going to be a great stock for quite a while. Number 2 is ETON. So ETON has a PDUFA date on the 15th and another one on the 29th. My average in at $6.95, and on Friday it finished up 7.62%. This is just the beginning. I'm expecting the stock to run pretty hard all the way until the 15th. I think that this is going to be huge, and it's too low. It's a very good value right now. Number one is CALX. On Friday, it finished up 7.35%. My average in it's $20.66, and more insiders keep loading up. And on Friday morning, more insider activity happened, and you saw the stock really spike up in price. So this has been on the list for a little while, and there's lots of insider activity on it. That's why it's number 1. I think this is a perfect time to get in if you can find a great entry point on Monday morning. I'm expecting this one to continue to climb this next week, and I think it's going to be a fantastic stock for all of us. I do a lot of work for this list, so if you could do me a huge favor and please hit that most amazing and wonderful like button. Also, if you would do the honor of sharing this video with your friends, that would be great. And if you love this list and or you made money on stocks that I picked out in the past, make sure to subscribe and turn on those bell notifications so you get notified when a new video comes out. I really enjoy talking with a lot of you. Hopefully you like the new background. We'll be working on it and getting it better and better all the time. Look forward to a great week this next week, and Raythoven out.